Hello everyone, this is Nimish. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to review one of the best movies of the Tamil film industry of 2017. According to me, the best movie, Aruvi. This movie is something that has been appreciated both critically and by the people, and it was kind of like an unexpected surprise and a huge surprise. It's a bomb of a film and I absolutely loved it. I watched this movie a while ago and I took some time out to reflect and to let it absorb, because once this movie finished and the end titles were rolling up, I was just sitting there staring at the screen. It had such a deep impact on me, I couldn't move for a while, and that rarely happens in life, that you can't move. And the way that this movie got to me, and the way I had to take some time to absorb it, is just amazing. And that's how kind of mind-blowing this movie is. But I don't even know where to start, because whether to start with the story, the storytelling, the direction. But I think when I think back about this movie, what really made the biggest impact was the performance of the lead actress, Aditi Balan. That is a little atom bomb right there, because her performance was so impactful. The impact that she made, and she's not even like an experienced artist or very mature artist. She's not intimidating when it comes to her looks. She has a small frame, and she's thin, and she's just a little girl kind of looking actress, and she's new. And the impact that she had is 1,000 times more than any established actor or actress has ever had on screen. Very few actors have that kind of impact because of their personality and their good looks and their bodies, and like just the kind of arrogance that they show on screen, which there are some actors who do that very well in a good way. But to find that in a most unexpected way from Aditi Balan was something else. So it was a mind-blowing performance, and I hope that she gets recognized in the future for her performances, and she gets more and more such movies. She single-handedly leads this movie and takes this movie from start to finish. One good thing about this movie, getting aside the performances, is that you don't know, if you don't know much about this movie, and you don't read much about it, you just go and watch it, you don't know where this movie is going, you don't know what's going to happen next, you don't know what twist and turn this movie is going to take, and what the genre of the movie is. So that is exactly what happened to me when I started watching Aruvi. It was a normal story, like I started out like any other regular Tamil film, which is very naturally played out and stuff like that. It had a lead character being a female, which was interesting, and then slowly steadily this movie started falling in the sort of satire zone, and it was like, okay, I didn't expect a satire, but I'm enjoying this, especially when she goes to the studio. So then it started getting into a zone of satire, and I was confused whether it's a satire, it's a black comedy at that point. And I started taking it as a sort of black comedy, because the things that were happening, and they were funny, but they were not supposed to be funny, and they were really weird, and it was just going on and on in the studio session, which is the most part of the movie. And then slowly, when that studio session progressed, many more underlying stories started revealing of the characters, many more backstories, reality started revealing, and then you come to know that this is much more than just a black comedy or a satire. This is a social commentary of sorts, and it is just outstanding how the scripting has been done, the writing has been done in a way that literally unfolds this kind of movie and story layer by layer. It is just unbelievably well written. And obviously, if something is super well written and super amazing on paper, it is going to help the director that much more when he directs that movie in that particular sequencing and that storyboarding order. So of course, this is the general process. I'm not sure what happened with Aruvi, whether it was the movie Aruvi, whether it was actually written that well, or whether a lot of it was improvised as going on. So I'm not going to give a specific person the credit, but the whole team, everyone who involved in this did a great job, whether it was written well in the first place or whether it was improvised with a lot of inputs from a lot of people on the set day by day. This movie was just outstanding. The performances of everyone else who's playing supporting actors, and there are many supporting actors, all were amazingly on point. Not one of them looked kind of fake, not one of them looked like they were acting. everyone was natural. It just felt like you're literally part of that studio and that whole story, and you're one of the people watching what's going on. And it's just outstanding. The movie also balances entertainment with social commentary and satire, so that's an important part. It just doesn't go into satire mode or like black comedy mode. It really entertains you well, and for those people who want to watch this movie without thinking a lot, they have a lot to watch too. They have a complete set of entertainment. And of course then the movie gets into the last act, which completely switches gears, and I'm not going to reveal anything, but it completely switches gears and takes you into another side of Aruvi and another stage of her life, which is really kind of interesting to watch how the characters transition throughout and how she transitions throughout. It is hard hitting, it is there in your face, it probably won't let you sleep for a couple of days, it'll probably stay with you in your mind, and it's going to stay with you for your life, such a movie and such a performance. But really what the key takeaway for me was the impact that one actor or a good actor, really good actor can have on a movie, and how they can just take it to another level. Because now when I think back about the movie, all the other elements of the movie, there could be good views or bad views about it, positives or negatives about it, you could see it in any way, but the one thing that you can't complain about in this movie is the performance, and it's just something that is totally key to me. So I absolutely enjoyed this movie. It is definitely the best Tamil movie of 2017. There is no doubt about it. This movie has topped all the superstars. It has topped all the offbeat films as well, for as many that I have seen. It is even better than the overrated Visaranai, which had really nothing much in it, but for some reason it was sent to the Oscars. But it was a good film. I enjoyed watching it, but it was not Oscar material is what I'm saying. And so this movie really tops a lot of movies on the list of best Tamil movies, and it is very high up there, and it is very recent and very new, which is not usually something you see in other industries, like for example Bollywood or Hindi film industry. You'll see that the best movies are from a while ago, because of late there have been no good movies. It's like there have been years have passed when there have been classics or amazing movies made, but here you have a new movie that was released in December 2017, literally a few months ago, and is an instant classic and is absolutely fantastic. So I highly recommend anyone who hasn't yet watched this to obviously watch it. And for those who have watched it, please leave your comments below and tell me what was your takeaway from this film. What did you enjoy much about it? I don't like getting into spoilers, which is why I'm not going into deep discussion of this movie and what it means and what it signifies and what it symbolizes. So, and also it's just something that I feel that shouldn't be discussed. It's just something that should be absorbed and interpreted in everyone's own way. So I'm going with 5 stars. I could have gone with 10 if I had 10 stars to give, but it's 5 out of 5 for Aruvi. I hope you like this review. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and take care.